Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time. Alright, we've got 2 wins, 1 loss with the crazy AoE Mage deck featuring 5 copies of Cone of Cold and 2 Flame Strikes. We're into the problem that it is possible to get too many of those cards together, especially early in the game. But if they're spread out over the course of the game, then this deck is sick. Yeah. A warrior. Okay. So if I don't embarrass myself. Oh, I'm going second. Hooray! We're gonna get rid of you. And thought about this. Do I get rid of the starting hand Cone of Cold? It works okay for the casting cost curve, but there are 4 more in there. It's most likely I will get another one. It's more important I get more creatures, and I do have another direct damage spell already in my hand. So let's try and get some more creatures. There's a reasonable chance of that happening. That's okay, but I need to draw more creatures, please. I think I have 2 Sunwalkers as well. So nice. Okay. Oh, interesting. So we got choices. I can Arcane Missiles, which will almost certainly kill him. Or I could play the Mirror Image. Almost certainly is not certain, but he's going to chew through the Mirror Images a little bit too easily for his 1 casting costness. I'm going to try the Arcane Missiles. Yeah. The chances of not killing a 1 toughness creature are pretty low, given that I'm told it's a 50-50 chance whether it'll kill a 2 hit point creature. That all assuming that there's only 1 creature in play. He spends his turn armoring up. That is totally fine. Could play the Dire Wolf. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the Leper Gnome. I'm going to play Mirror Images to protect him. And that sets me up to do some serious Dire Wolf action next turn. It's also enough creatures that even if he cleaves, they won't all die. Although it would still be unpleasant.
Back to work.
That is also unpleasant. Ooh. So I'm going to play the Dire Wolf in between those 2. That's a given. I'm not going to Cone of Cold 1 guy, and I can't do anything else, even with the coin. The interesting question is, do I spend the coin and attack with one of those guys? Oh no, they take the damage anyway. What am I thinking? No, that was a stupid question too. I was thinking if I attacked him with one of them, I wasn't thinking they would trade, but of course they trade. That's stupid, so yeah, no, I'm just going to hit him. And then presumably next turn he kills one of them, and then I Fire Blast him, and then if he does that and cleaves, then it's going to be annoying. Saw that coming. Oh, really? Ooh. It's okay, this is not like a large amount of early game damage to worry about, though. In fact, thinking of just coining out the Silver Hand Knight, it's true that they can team up and kill my 4/4, but then I killed 2 creatures with him, with the 1 card, so I hate doing that because I can just kill 1 with a Fire Blast and then the next turn kill another with a Fire Blast, but if I'm not doing anything in the meantime, this is actually better. At least that's my logic. If, like, using this to not spend a card is awesome, but if I'm spending my whole turn doing it and still taking damage, it's not good. If there was only 1 guy out there, then I would have definitely just shot it. Or, no, actually I would have done this because that would have been enough to kill him. He left the 4/4 alive. That is weird.
Ready, sir.
That is the least likely thing, that is the last thing I would have ever done. If I was him, I would have either attacked me with both, or attacked him with both. There's no way that I would have traded one of my 2/1s for the 2/2 at this stage of the game, when I knew I was playing my own thing.
I wonder.
And I don't know. It makes no sense to me, but either way, he's going to suffer my wrath here. So we've got choices. I could Cone of Cold them, which seems like the obvious thing to do. I could also give him +1/+1. Get my opponent for 5, have a 3/2, and play a 2, or actually not play him, just like shoot that guy. And my opponent can sort of trade forces, but it won't work out well for him. I'm going to do that. That's sounding good to me.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
To battle!
And yeah, rather than play him, I'm just going to shoot him. This gives me more control of the situation, makes it a lot more costly for my opponent to kill the 5/5. And if he does this in some way that preserves his forces, I can start Cone of Colding him. If most of his stuff dies, then I can just play the Sunwalker.
I wonder.
If we both had no cards in our hand, if he had no cards in his hand, I'm not sure how I would handle this situation from his side. It's just kind of ugly. Because yeah, you'd love to trade this guy for her. That sounds pretty good, especially since he has lower health now. But if he does that, then he's not killing my 5/5, and that's a bad position to be in. You can trade both of his guys to kill him, and that leaves me with the advantage in play, and he's going to take more damage. Now, he can play creatures too, obviously. Ah, okay. He's going to take a whole lot of damage extra to the face, but he is going to clear the board. That upgrade thing is neat, right? Because if he had a super amazing epic weapon, he can add 1 durability and 1 attack to it. But it still gives you this bad weapon, which has at least multiple uses. If you can't make it work the other way. So that's fairly annoying. I'm just gonna have to play the Sunwalker anyway. It doesn't work out that badly. My opponent can take 4 damage to use this thing, and he's gonna be in a bad spot, and then kill her, and then this thing is gonna only have 1 toughness left. He needs a better way to do it. He needs to pop her shield and then hit her with the tiger, preferably not using his face to pop the shield.
What now?
But I get the feeling that what he's looking at in his hand are not a bunch of cards that do damage. Like a whirlwind attack or something would be awesome right now, even if it's often not that great. This would be a good situation. Whoa, he's going to do that to pop the shield? So he's going to do it backwards? What are you doing? No, you're doing it wrong. Oh, he mathed everything out wrong. Oh, now I'm feeling bad for this guy. Not bad enough that I'm not going to start coning him into oblivion, though. I should probably cone an Arcane Intellect this turn, but I'm thinking I kind of want to put out the Loot Hoarder to do more damage to him. On the other hand, he'd just kill it with his weapon.
I wonder.
Yeah, I mean, he won't have anything left, right? I don't have to keep this locked down. It's just going to die. So yeah, I'll just cone an Arcane Intellect. That's fine.
Job's done.
Yeah, this is where my deck's going to come into its own, and he's already down to half. I feel bad for this guy. He did the math wrong or something. Like he thought he had to use that execute. He could have just popped the shield and then killed it with the tiger, done the same exact thing without spending a card at all, and he'd still have an execute. Well, this is weird. It's not worth Cone of Colding.
Mind if I roll
Kind of silly.
Ready for action! Job's done.
I mean, I guess I could have polymorphed this guy. It would have been like killing 2 creatures, but I'm not worried about this guy. I'm worried about something else crazy coming out. Some kind of legendary that could actually cause me to lose. This won't stop Ragnaros, because his damage isn't an attack, right? So, okay.
Try this.
Now that's a good card. Coning them is just not as good as putting out the Sea Giant. I wish I had a 2-cost creature to play first, reduces cost to 7, and then I'd still play them both, but... And shooting this would be nice, because he's going to get a free life, but I mean, I can shoot it after the respawn, too. But yeah, there's nothing I can do better right now than just play the Sea Giant. I want to have something out so that if he's still alive next turn, I can Cone of Cold, and I can give him the +2 from the Dark Iron Dwarf, which this guy doesn't need +2, but I sure don't need to give it to my opponent's guys, which is the important part. Slam him, okay. So he can actually finish him off this turn if he uses his weapon, but that's suicide. He can't be thinking of using a weapon. It's probably worth slamming him anyway because you draw the card, but... That kill him? Oh yeah, that does kill him. Oh, that's because the slam did 1 more damage from the Azure Drake. That's what I was missing. Brain failure, sorry. Now I don't want to play the Dark Iron Dwarf. It's tempting to polymorph this thing. Let me play a little bit more aggressively. Got 2 Cones of Cold here. I think I've got at least 2 more in my deck. Or I've got 1 more anyhow. How do I get out the most stuff? If I just keep freezing this thing, he keeps the spell power. I don't know how many things he has to take advantage of that. He has weapons to hit me with, too. You won't get very far with his weapons because I'm putting this guy out first anyway. I can Cone, play this guy, do 1 damage. So if I do the damage to this, I'll be able to take it out pretty fast. Okay. Things I would probably... This is probably not what I would do if I only had 1 Cone of Cold, but even then, saving the polymorph is pretty important. I am leaving him the spell power, though. So it's a little risky. Warrior cards that use spell power, there's Whirlwind, Cleave... I don't even know if it works on Shield Bash. I found that things that don't have a fixed damage number on the card don't often get it. Like the rogue card Betrayal takes a creature and has that creature do its damage to the creatures on the other side. But, okay, Mortal Strike. That's one that gets from the spell power. Ouch. He's really fond of his armor. I'm really fond of not getting creatures to boost with the Dark Iron. At least I can do this. If I do that, though, then I can't finish this thing off. But I don't want to give the bonus to this guy and then just kill it.
I wonder.
It's like a waste of the bonus, but maybe that's what I should do. Just be better to give it to a Mirror Image. I guess I can let him keep the spell power 1 more turn. Now he uses another damage card. It's even slightly less likely that he has another one, I think. Well, we're going to find out. Should probably just not be coning here. I should probably save it, but whatever. He does keep gaining hit points from this thing. It's like a priest healing himself, but it's less good than a priest because he can't heal his guys.
Wanna blow something up?
In fact, he can potentially kill his own men. Good job. I don't know how that was well played for me, but whatever. Saved me the trouble. Okay, hopefully I can finally start hitting him. I haven't been making progress. I've actually been making negative progress. He's been healing. And yeah, that was worth doing. It was worth spending his weapon on that for sure. Now, that could be a problem. Fireball. I'm just not killing him fast enough with this stuff, though. He's going to be able to take out my guy, and I just haven't gotten the creatures.
Done.
Do I have to start whittling down his army now, too? Ugh. So I kill this guy. He's still got 2 guys. One of them kills her, and the other one finishes off my dwarf. And then where am I?
I wonder.
Still with twice as much health as him, I guess. But I'll run into fatigue faster. Man. This is just not going quite right. I just haven't been able to get enough firepower out in play again. I don't want to waste my polymorph on this junk, because something bad could come out. And I'd like to have the fireball to finish him. I can't just let him keep building up forces, though. I don't know when I'm gonna... I've got 2 flame strikes coming. He will probably use his guys to kill... No, I should just keep hitting him, actually. That's what I should do. I don't want to use the flame strike and give it away right now, though. I mean the fireball. You know what I mean? Yeah, I've got 2 flame strikes left in here, and 1 or 2 cone of colds. I have totally lost count. In these 11 cards that are left. I should still have some big creatures.
I wonder.
Your magic shall not save you.
He's gonna take the damage to kill him? No, he's not really. He just likes... This warrior's a masochist. He's catching up, too. Oh, now I get the acidic ooze. It's a bad time. Where are my things that I need? This is horrible. Now I've got to start doing really bad things, like fireballing crap that dies easily. So close to being able to kill him, but now he's close to being able to kill me if I don't do it. In fact, I'm going to have to start shooting his guys. Ugh. Where are the right cards? At this point, maybe I should have played the Swamp Ooze. If he gets a weapon now, it might just be too late for me to do anything about it. Whips out Gore Howl and just finishes me. Almost. Come on, I need a Flame Strike. If I get a Flame Strike, I can still win this. God damn it! I can't believe this crap. This game should have so been mine. Ah.
I will crush you.
Apparently you will, but it's bullshit. I just got screwed. Really, really screwed. God damn it. This is unbelievable. There are 2 flame strike. There are, like, fully a third of the cards left in here could have saved me last turn. Even last turn at 2 health. Ah. That is so incredibly frustrating. No, I don't care about Gold Frost Nova. He made a big mistake that one turn, and I just should have won that game. That was friggin' horrible. Alright. Well, it's sudden death already, and I'm actually in my deck with 5 Cone of Colds. I'm actually at risk of going negative in the arena, which I've virtually never done. I think I've gone negative about 3 times, I think 2 of which were warriors, out of all these runs that you've seen. I've done about 25 runs now. I so should have won that last game. This is a different warrior. It actually bodes poorly because that last guy I had a much better chance of beating. He kept making mistakes. What the heck? I'm going first. That's nice and horrible. I guess I'll keep this hand because it can only get slower. I guess since I'm going first, he can't just cleave them on his first turn unless he's willing to spend a coin. If he wants to spend a coin and cleave my images, he is welcome to. Please do. Please coin cleave my images. It will be an extremely good use of the mirror image card. If not, I'm going to direwolf them.
I wonder.
You wonder if you should coin cleave them? I think you should. What's that? Still mad about that last game. It's not good to be playing in that angry mentality. I don't know how much it affects this. It's not quite as directly a game of like predicting what's in your opponent's hand and taking risks as... okay. Not quite as directly a game of that stuff as poker is, but still not good.
Mind if I roll me?
I haven't really gained a lot of advantage here. I've mostly just blown through a lot of cards. If he has a second cleave, he'd be doing awesome. I would be kind of screwed. Although at least this guy will draw me a card back. Second cleave for the win.
What now?
Really thinking about that card, buddy. If it's a cleave, it should be an easy choice. I mean, yeah, he probably has other creatures he wants to play, but I'm pretty sure whatever creature he wants to play, even with a coin, is going to lose out to these two.
I wonder.
These two and Fire Blast can kill probably anything he can play for 4 mana, so just, like, cleave them if that's the choice you have. If that's not the choice, then it's probably a lot harder, because this is actually, like, an ugly thing to be facing.
Try this.
I would have definitely done that guy. That guy's a good choice. That, like, neuters my whole start right here, and he's going to have stuff left over afterwards. So... yeah, okay, that's what I can do. I can Dark Iron this guy. Stop trading places, it makes no sense. Anyway, kill that. And draw a card. And I'm left with a 4/4, which is big enough to survive his weapon, so that's a pretty good place to be. Also, the damage is starting to add up on him to the point that it is going to be hurtful if he has to take 4 in the face to help whittle this guy down. Now, it'd be nice if we'd play something beside his cat so that I could Cone of Cold it. It's a little bit much to ask. On the other hand, so this is tough. I can't Geomancer Cone of Cold, but I wouldn't want to anyway. But Geomancer Arcane Missiles, though, I've got 4 missiles to do 2 damage to him. There's a reasonable chance that might work. I'm going to give it a shot just because the payoff is pretty damn good if it works. If it doesn't work, then I did a bunch of damage to my opponent, and it's not the end of the world. Come on. Yes! That's pretty good. My Geomancer is going to get killed by the weapon, but in the meantime I can play this guy. Playing him is a better long-term investment than this. This would do 1 damage. This guy... I mean, yeah, I would still have him in my hand, but the sooner he's up and able to attack, the more damage I can deal. Or my opponent can just kill him instead of the Geomancer, which would be fine.
X marks the spot.
Well, these things are really good. Bloodsail Raider is super, super good if you're in a deck that has, you know, about 3 or more weapons, or just a rogue. I mean, it's not as good if you're just a rogue with nothing to boost your weapons, but you should have something. Some, like, poison daggers are awesome.
Wonder.
She's just 2 mana. She's at least a 2/3. 3 is pretty good defense for 2 mana, and then her attack only goes up from there. Alright, what you got? I'm probably hitting her with the Leper Gnome and Fire Blasting her. Again, I don't want to cone one creature. If he puts out another creature, might make it worth my while to start whipping out the coldness. As long as I can keep killing him with this Dark Iron Dwarf, as long as I can keep my Dark Iron Dwarf unmolested and alive, this game is going to end fast in my favor. Gonna kill that. Okay. Might be worth doing a Cone of Cold now, actually. Although he's pretty good. I could let my opponent build up more stuff, because I can't play him if I cone. I can also play the Sunwalker, actually. My opponent could beat through her okay, but at this stage, I'm doing 4 damage to him every turn, and his health is so low, I'm actually fine with just playing her and letting her spend a bunch of stuff, letting my opponent spend a bunch of stuff against her, because both his creatures would die and not even kill her. He has to do something else. That's a lot of cards to spend. I would still have a Cone of Cold and another Taunt guy who is cheaper. I'm liking this plan. Okay. Still pissed about that last game. Feel like it should have been mine. Like, I mean, if only 3 of the last 10 cards would have saved me, then the odds were,
I wonder.
like, starting around turn 11, I needed to draw one of those cards. I had about 2 chances before it really became critical. Although, I had a lot of chances before that, and getting one of those cards earlier would have also been very, very, very helpful. So, saying that I only had a 2 and 11 or 3 and 12 chance or something, that's not even what it is. Multiple chances. I really just needed one of those cards, and I had a very good chance of turning it around. Arg. Can't do anything about it now, though. Except make him cry with Cone of Cold. Make a different warrior cry with Cone of Cold, I should say. Trying to figure out whether to attack or not with her, because I'm probably not going to heal my Sunwalker, but no, he's too worried about it. You are doomed, buddy. Sorry. He can just quit now, basically. I should actually probably shoot one of the other ones, because there's still a pretty good chance I'll draw more Cone of Cold, but I figure, guaranteed kill. No, I really should have shot one of the other ones, and it also really, really didn't matter, because this was the most likely outcome. So, yay, I didn't go negative. Hooray, I guess. I'm still sudden death. I have what I'm pretty sure is a really good deck for the arena. And I'm not going to get very far, because I'm going to just get another random loss somewhere. And it's sudden death already, but at least I won't go negative, and we'll see how much farther I can get next time. Please click the like button before it clicks you.